Welcome to today's video where a Redditor's family betrays him in the worst kind of way. They erased me from the will. I made them wish they hadn't. Hey Reddit, throwaway, because even now, some of my family doesn't know the full story. I never thought I'd write something like this, but here we are. What started as a quiet disagreement over money turned into the most cold-blooded thing I've ever done, and I don't regret a second of it. If you've ever been treated like you're disposable by the people who should love you the most, then this one's for you. I, 33M, was the middle child in a family that worshipped my older brother Jake. Think golden child with a perfect GPA, varsity jacket, and that one smile that made everyone think he was harmless. I was never the troublemaker, but I wasn't the golden boy either. I stayed quiet, got decent grades, worked part-time to help my parents with bills. No complaints. Just wasn't flashy enough, I guess. Then there was my younger sister, Ellie. Sweet kid, smart, but the kind that cried her way out of consequences. So guess who always got stuck holding the bag? Anyway, I moved out at 19, paid my way through community college, then got into IT work. Boring to some, but steady. I saved, I invested, I lived below my means. Meanwhile, Jake partied through his 20s on my parents' dime, and Ellie bounced between finding herself and dropping out of every program she tried. Fast forward to 2 years ago, my dad passed away suddenly, heart attack. I was devastated. Say what you want about his favoritism, but he was still my dad. I flew home the same day. I was the one who called the mortuary, handled the paperwork, even helped my mom with the insurance claims. And during all this, I noticed something weird. Every time I asked about the will, my mom and Jake would change the subject. "Let's focus on grieving right now," Jake said. "I'm sure Dad took care of everything," my mom said. They were dodging me. A week after the funeral, Jake and my mom invited me to lunch. That's when they dropped it. Dad had changed the will 2 years earlier. Everything, house, savings, investments, was going to Mom. And upon her passing, everything would go to Jake and Ellie. Nothing for me. Not 1 cent. I didn't say much in the moment, just nodded, said I understood. But I knew my father would never do that to me, unless he was manipulated. So I did some digging. I found the lawyer who drafted the new will. I called and asked a few polite questions. He couldn't tell me much, but he let one detail slip. "I remember your father being confused. He asked if he was allowed to give something to all his kids, but your mother said she and Jake would handle it fairly." I knew then and there he'd been coached or pressured. I asked for a copy. Legally, I was still entitled to one. When I read it, my blood ran cold. It was airtight, and it was dated exactly 1 week after my dad was hospitalized for a mild stroke. The man wasn't in his full capacity. They'd taken advantage of him. I didn't scream, I didn't threaten. Instead, I smiled, and I started planning. Step 1. I moved quietly back to my home state. Took a job just a few towns over from my mom and Jake. Told them I wanted to be closer to family. Step 2. I rebuilt bridges. I started visiting my mom weekly, brought flowers, helped her fix things around the house. I acted like the perfect, loving, grateful son. Meanwhile, Jake was blowing through money like an idiot. Bought a truck, upgraded the kitchen, vacations with his new girlfriend, all funded by the family trust. I knew it wouldn't last. Step 3. I started talking to Ellie. She wasn't doing great, addiction issues, debt collectors calling. I helped her get into a rehab program, quietly paid for it. No one knew. She got clean, and she turned on Jake hard. Apparently, he'd been pocketing more than his share. Told Mom that Ellie didn't need her portion yet. Kept her desperate. That was my opening. Ellie agreed to help me. She recorded conversations, took photos of documents. We built a case showing Jake had been abusing the trust funds, misleading our mother, and committing outright fraud. With a lawyer's help, we filed a civil suit. The court froze the assets temporarily. We didn't go public. We didn't need to. Behind closed doors, everything fell apart. Jake's girlfriend left him. His job, yes, he had one, fired him for reputational concerns. The truck got repossessed. And my mom? She cried, not because she was innocent, but because the illusion cracked. She begged me to stop. "You're destroying the family." I said, you did that when you erased me. In the end, the court didn't give me millions. I didn't want millions. I got what mattered, proof that I was lied to. My name reinstated in the estate. A settlement that let me buy a house debt-free. And control of a small scholarship fund in my dad's name, my idea. Jake, he left town, lives in a rental now, no trust fund, no support. Ellie, clean, stable, back in school. We talk weekly. My mom, we're civil, that's it. Some people want fireworks when they get revenge. I didn't need that. I just wanted the truth to win. And now, I sleep like a baby.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more Reddit stories like this. And please leave a comment if you wish to hear about a specific topic in future videos.